want to deal with this expression, so which is all about the number theory. So we want to solve this expression without using calculator. 10 multiplied by 11 multiplied by 12 multiplied by 13 multiplied plus 1. So in this problem, the first thing we are going to do is to let n to be equal to 10 so that we can simplify. So I can now rewrite this expression. So what we observe is that these numbers are consecutive. 10, 11, 12, 13, they are consecutive numbers. So we have n into n plus 1 into n plus 2 into n plus 3 because they are consecutive numbers. If 10 is n, 11 will be n plus 1, 12 will be n plus 2, 13 will be n plus 3 plus 1. I can now marry this guy and this girl. I can marry them together. I can marry this and this together. So I can now rewrite this expression as m into the parentheses of m plus 3 into n plus 1 into n plus 2 plus 1. Now let's perform the expansion. So we have the square root. M times n is m squared. M times 3 is 3n. Then expand this as well. M times n, m squared plus 2m plus n plus 2 plus 2, then plus 1. Then the next line of action is to rewrite this as m squared plus 3n in parentheses. Then this is what? M squared plus 3n plus 2, then plus 1. Now by solving this problem, we are arriving at another problem. So let's look at a simpler way to resolve this. Again, we can say let n to be equal to n squared plus 3n. So if n is equal to n squared plus 3n, I can now rewrite this as n into the parentheses of n plus 2, then plus 1. So this becomes, now I can now have, let me partition this place, I can now have this as the square root of n times n is n squared, n times 2 is 2n, then plus 1. Then if I factorize this, I can use my own scissors method to factorize. I have n plus 1 plus 1. So the factor of this is n plus 1 all square, n plus 1, n plus 1, then all in square root, then which gives rise to n plus 1. Why? Because this square will later eliminate this square root, giving rise to n plus 1. So we now go back to the origin. We said from Adam that n is equal to m squared plus 3n. So and our m was what? Was 10. So n is equal to 10 squared plus 3 into 10. That is 10 squared is 100, 3 times 10 is 30. 100 plus 30 is 130. And our result is n plus 1. So that means n plus 1 is equal to 130 plus 1. So the final answer is 131. So that comes to the end of the class. Now we can even investigate with our usual calculator. If you investigate this with your usual calculator, the square root of this will give you 1 decimal. But we are solving without the use of calculator. Life is continuous. Life is differentiable. Life is integrable, but not the best measure. It's a guide.